Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. It is Herschel Knight, and I'm back for another video. I have to say one thing I love about Minecraft is that I love the biomes. I think this is supposed to be the Blossom biome. I really like this biome a lot. I mean, look at the Blossom biome. I don't think it's called Blossom biome, but I love the blossom trees because you get new types of wood from it. Also, once I get my computer working again, I'm gonna try to record on there as well. I gotta figure out what's wrong with my mic. My mic just doesn't want to work. If I can try to get that working again, then I'll get to recording on my computer. Because I have an app that allows me to that allows me to record for both Minecraft, and it's not just both Minecraft. It's both Minecraft and Roblox. And any other game I play. So that means any other game I have installed on my computer, I could show you guys and play it. But of course, once I get it fixed, I'll do that. So while I'm playing Minecraft right now, let's talk about what I'm going to be doing for now. So, I'm going to be continuing to the story I'm going to be working on this week is the story I was trying to avoid working on because it was going to take me a long time to really get working on it. But if you've seen my chatty stories, you will know which one I'm talking about. I'm talking about my little Has-Been Hotel Overtune. I'm gonna start off by doing the backstory of how the characters got into hell, because technically in the original Has-Been Hotel, we don't really get a backstory of how they ended up in hell. All we know is that they did some bad things in their previous life. By previous life, I meant when they were alive, and that's why they're in hell. But we don't get much of a backstory, especially with Charlie. All we know from Charlie is that she was apparently born there. So I've added that part to the backstory I made for it. So the character I have playing as Charlie is born there as well. But I added a little more to the backstory. So it doesn't seem like I'm trying to be bland with it. Oh, they have fireflies in this game? Oh, that's so pretty! Oh my goodness. I didn't know there was fireflies for this updated Minecraft. This is the new Minecraft with that weird little wooden creature in the forest. In that little dark forest. But anyway, let's see. What else can I talk about? I'm also going to do some Minecraft tutorials on how to build, more specifically how to build a castle. I did find one on Pinterest, but I want to see if I can find a different one for YouTube. I want to see if I can find one that's based off a broken kingdom. Because if you remember in Sister Diaries, where I am, there's a broken kingdom. The kingdom I'm in is a broken kingdom, meaning that kingdom is broken down. Because I made a song based on the kingdom being broken down. And because of that, I need to know basically the gist of what a broken down building would look like. Just like a mental image, because like I don't have the mental image down. I know what blocks I'm going to use to give it that broken down feel. Also, I just want to point out another thing. Everything we do is going to be survival. Yeah, there might be some lines for... Yeah, we're going to be It's gonna be like a roleplay, but Afmount went basically for roleplay. Well, we're not gonna do just straight for roleplay. It's actually going to be a survival roleplay. Because Afmount didn't have it. Well, she had it at that. Well, she had it like that in the first season of Minecraft Diaries, and then she changed it. So technically speaking, it started off. Hers started off as a survival roleplay until she changed it. Well, we're gonna be keeping ours a strict survival roleplay. So we'll be doing everything a normal Minecraft person would do. We'll be building houses, helping out the village, you know. And then to rebuild the villages, for both the broken down one and the burning one, we are going to... I don't think we've talked about it much, but I suggested, like, we trade stuff. Like, trade dirt, cobblestone, with, like, one of the people in the village who gives you items for trading. And then when you trade in those items, you can get blocks that you usually aren't supposed to be able to get unless you're in creative mode of Minecraft. By that I meant like concrete powder, or no, just concrete, and other blocks. So the blocks you can't normally get, we're gonna make it so you have to trade dirt or cobblestone, specifically those two things, because with I feel like more of dirt than cobblestone, because dirt, you don't really need dirt. Dirt is mostly used for planting. Of course, we're going to be planting, so some of the dirt we'll keep, but some of the dirt we'll trade off for blocks we need for building said thing we're going to be building. Not only that, we have monsters and dungeons and a temple. And in one of those temples, of course, I named the main temple Temple of the Gods. The main temple, in the main temple, there's items. Also, the bosses and all the other monsters are going to have drops. Once I get better at drawing, I'm gonna draw a better Nums. Numus is a monster I created. Numus is basically like a slime, but not really a slime, more of a blob. So Numus is basically like a slime, but like different because it's a blob. And another thing about Numus, Numus is not only supposed to be a blob. Nemu's boss form is a hybrid. So the regular Nemu is basically kind of like, so you know how the sheeps and cows in Minecraft are like non-hostile. So they're basically gonna be like that. They're gonna be hostile, non-hostile, and they're going to be tameable. And I also put the ones that are untamable. Also for the boss creatures. For the boss creatures, only the babies are tameable. Meaning you can't tame the big bosses. You can only tame the babies. I mean, it sounds like a good idea because, like, if we made it that easy for you, you would be able to tame the bosses. And no, we don't want you to be able to tame the bosses, especially since the bosses are supposed to be extremely hard. The boss version of Nomus is supposed to be a Hydra mixed with a Kraken, I think. Don't quite remember, but once I check it again, I'll tell you. Also, the timeline we are doing for our roleplay is 18,000 to 19,000. So it's both timelines. Because my sister said she wanted cars. And I believe in that timeline, that's when they had cars, but also it was still like medieval like. Yeah, you can hear her in the background. That's basically the timeline we're going to be doing for it. But anyway, I just want to point out one thing. I'm gonna make my own when I get more. When I do Minecraft tutorials, I'm gonna look up how to do specifically characters in that type of timeline. I could just look up medieval if I really wanted to, and then just look up from what I want from the medieval like look. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. Bye guys.